Didn't expect to see me so soon, did you? Back on Pirates franchise, no delay. We were 57 and 93, and as I promised, this would be the final episode of the regular season of Season 1, and it's Gleyber Torres' return to Yankee Stadium in New York. And you say, oh, Gleyber Torres, the guy that's been underperforming the past couple seasons, COVID year, 2021. Not so great. What happened to Gleyber? Well, not only in real life has he kind of come back a little bit and started to find his groove. In MLB The Show, he's been nothing shy of spectacular. 261 average doesn't look incredible, but based on where he was in 2021 and 2020 in the shortened season, this is an incredible jump back to being somewhere closer to the type of player we saw in 2018 and 2019. So Gleyber, who could barely get over a 700 OPS these past two seasons, has an 816 this season, slugging 487, which was even higher than what he did in his rookie year, and he has 33 home runs, approaching his career high of 38 that he hit in 2019. So Gleyber's starting to find his groove, and he is a big-time player for us. We acquired the slumping Gleyber in a trade early at the start of this franchise. Still in this season, I know. But he's a big-time player, and his return to the Yankees and to the Bronx will be a big one. Gleyber's going to DH today. I think we're going to play out this series, in fact, and we are going to use player lock on Gleyber for both of these games. Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees. And we're going to be swinging first pitch. Gleyber, not even running this one out. This one foul by about a foot. Stayed in the box. Yes, Gleyber due off the bat. Gleyber goes the other way. Inside out swing on the changeup. Down and in. Good swing to fight it off. Yeah, it's not a big slug, but it's a base hit. Starts the top of the second off nicely. And just kind of does what he can with it. I mean, it's not an easy pitch to hit. Changeup down and in. And I think Gleyber really did a fairly good job with that one. Here's Key Brian Hayes up. And this one's going to be hit deep in the air. Judge going back for it. Will make the play. Torres will retreat. Got to find a way to see that ball in the air. I think it might be R3 because it's like impossible to read off the bat where that thing's going. I think it's R3 maybe. Here's Nick Gonzalez. Has struggled a bit at the major league level, hitting only .214 thus far. 0-2 count. He's going to put that on the ground to third base. LeMahieu goes a short way. And Torres is out at second. Gleyber back up in the top of the fourth. Let's get a big-time hit. Pitcher's duel so far. Gleyber gets a fastball down the middle. This one's hit deep to center field. The out is made. Is that Joey Gallo out there? I don't think he's a lefty thrower. Who is that? Ender Inciarte. He's in the Yankees minor league system right now, but I guess he's at the major league level starting in center and batting second for some reason. Yankees have a 4-0 lead. It's been tough to get it going against Cole, and the shift works out perfectly. Gleyber goes down. He's had a couple good swings, though, today. But in the top of the ninth, one out. I mean, Garrett Cole still in the game. Has thrown only 91 pitches. Yankees up 5-0. Torres, I mean, not like he can hit a 5-run home run and get us back in this. This is not looking good. 3-1, though. Gleyber working a pretty good at bat. And that is a fastball down the middle, elevated, and Torres can't do anything with it. Fly out, and the Pirates down to their final out, I expect will not make a rally, and they do not. Garrett Cole, complete game. Only allowed 4 hits. Only struck out 6, though. But the Yankees win pretty convincingly off of 2 home runs from Aaron Judge, a homer from Stanton, and a home run by Ender Inciarte. Luis Severino on the hill today. Not a great Yankee lineup. You got Miguel Andujar up. He's having a pretty good year, it seems like. But Ender Inciarte, I know he homered in Game 1 of this 2-game interleague matchup. But, I mean, it's just not great. Ben Rortvedt is in this lineup. Yankees 84 and 67. They could make the playoffs, but we haven't exactly dominated in video game 2022. Sevy, not exactly having the season he is in real life. 4.62 ERA, 1.4 WHIP. Has struck out 165 and 165 and 2/3 innings, though. It's not a horrible season. Like, we'll have to see what Sevy does in real life. He's been pretty great so far coming back after not really pitching for the past 3 or 4 years. And these are some really nice Pirates uniforms. Gleyber swinging on the second pitch of the AB. First one found the strike zone. This one deep to left, and Gleyber's deposited it in the left field stands. Gleyber Torres returned to the Bronx, and he's homered here in Game 2. Takes his old teammate Luis Severino deep, and back in about 2018, looked like Gleyber and Luis Severino would be the future of the Yankees, and some of that has been true. Gleyber Torres takes his old teammate deep, just sneaking out, elevated it, didn't crush it or anything, but just got it out. A couple rows deep, Gleyber Torres home run puts us on the board. Runner on second, 1 down for Gleyber Torres. Pirates up 1-0 in this game. Gleyber, of course, with the home run in his last at bat. Base hit should score the run. Just hitting above 200 on the year with runners in scoring position. Looking to raise that a bit. Got a change up. Can only foul it off. Ooh, good pitch by Sevy at the bottom of the zone. Called ball 2. Here's a 2-2 from Severino. And Gleyber fighting that one off, but looks like Miguel Andujar is there. Make out number 2. Torres couldn't fight it off enough. Domingo Germán into the game now. And Gleyber does what he did against Garrett Cole in Game 1. Fights it off, goes the other way on the ground against the shift, and gets rewarded with a base knock. Gleyber just finding a way this series. Pirates up 3-1. Having our best offensive output so far. But the count 0-2 to Ke'Bryan Hayes. Needs to get a hit off Domingo Germán. Hopefully no double play. This one hit into the air. Shallow center field. Torres going to retreat back to first. It's a first out. Anthony Alford having a pretty good year, especially against righties. This is a big spot for us. 2-1 count, hitters count. Alford rips that one to left. That one's going to drop fair. Torres going to advance to third, and we're going to hold up there. Big 1-out double for Anthony Alford. Puts himself in a scoring position, and Gleyber to third. He's been having a really good year against right-handers, and I guess the third base coach running Gleyber, maybe not to home, but maybe to third base. And now a big spot for the rookie, Nick Gonzalez. Runners on first, or on second and third, excuse me. Only 1 out. Come on, Nick. Fans, strike 3. Can't do that. Needed to put something in play there because the bottom of the lineup, not really great at getting big-time hits. And Aaron Boone going to walk Daniel Vogelbach. Loading the bases for Michael Perez. It is Michael Perez. Has had a pretty good 2022, all things considered. Average up to 270. We really didn't expect any offensive production from him in the lineup, but 270 is really not bad. Like, that's very, very, very good for Michael Perez. And he's going to put this ball in a play right to the second baseman, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Germán staying in the game, and that's not a huge surprise as he's been a starter in the past. Working out of the pen now for the Yankees, but should be fairly stretched out. Yankees fighting back in this game. It's 4-3 now. We need something to extend this. It's a good swing by Gleyber, but only fouls it off. Healthy hack. Still looking to go the other way. A lot of space over there in right field. But also with 2 outs, you know, you can afford to take some of those healthy hacks, but we are trying to work on. And Gleyber gets that one over the head of the infielders. Shoots that one into shallow center, and another base hit for Gleyber. 4 hits in his return to the Bronx in total, including the home run. But we need more. Ke'Bryan Hayes up. Full count to him. 2 outs in the inning. Big spot. And he strikes out. Not great. Sadly, that's a lot of what we see in this lineup. A lot of swing and miss, and not a lot of power either. It's just kind of a bad hitting lineup. Top of the 9th, big spot. Runner on second. Gleyber 3 for 4 today, including the solo shot. 2 outs in the inning. Pirates only up by 1, and we know with the bullpen, we need insurance. We need to extend this lead. Germán close to 70 pitches now. Gleyber is going to be called for strike 1. 3-1. Really don't want to walk here with Ke'Bryan Hayes in behind. He really can only hit lefties and isn't having a great year. And that one is laced to left. Gallo ranges over and makes the play. Torres hit that one on the screws. Just could not land for a base hit. And we need the bullpen to come up big. It's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Shouldn't be a real threat. Ender Inciarte also shouldn't be a big threat. And Aaron Judge also could not get the job done. Yankees go down. And the Pirates get the win on the road, splitting the interleague matchup with the Yankees. 4-3, Bednar gets the save. Love to see it. And Gleyber Torres doesn't get player of the game somehow, going 3 for 5 with a home run. Brian Reynolds, who goes 2 for 5. 2 RBIs, triple-double. I mean, I don't know. Torres has more total bases. 6 total bases, 1 fewer RBI. To Brian Reynolds, 5 total bases, 2 RBIs. I don't know, I guess. So what are the qualifications here for the AAA playoffs? I believe it's 76 and 67. We should be getting into the playoffs, right? I see that the season goes through the 28th through September. But can we see the playoffs here? We're at the top of the wild card right now for the AAA East. But the Red Wings are only half a game back. Kenta Maeda down at the minors. Joan Duran. So this is the Twins. And Duran, I guess, has been called up, so he got scratched. We're on a bit of a losing streak here. And it's anybody's game for the AAA East Midwest and also for the wild card in AAA East. So we're going to go ahead and play a game here. It's Miguel Yajure against Daniel Espino. Abraham Gutierrez batting 429 and 21 ABs. Do we give him the start at catcher? Or DH maybe? Cole Tucker not having a bad season. We're going to go ahead and change things around. Cole Tucker can play everything, as I thought. We'll let Henry Davis DH today. Cole Tucker can play over Gabriel Arias, and we'll give Arias the day off to bring in Gutierrez, who's hitting very, very well. And we'll throw him kind of in the middle of that lineup. We are going to be quick managing here. And we'll see how we start off. Tucupita Marcano up against Daniel Espino, and he's going to single. Let's go ahead and... can we jump in here? Cole Tucker up, Marcano on first base. These games are really, really big. We need to win these. Here's Henry Davis hitting 255 on the year, but slugging fairly well. Fastball up, elevates it. Good spot. Pass ball put Marcano on second base. Count now runs full to Henry Davis with... power hitting Joshua Baez coming up next, who we traded for at the deadline. And he'll have 2 runners on in front of him. Henry Davis takes ball 4, draws the walk. And we expect big things from Joshua Baez. Really loved our trade to acquire him. And hopefully he comes up big here. Baez fanned, good changeup down. Way out in front. But here is... swinging a hot bat. Abraham Gutierrez puts that in a play down the third base line. We're sending the runner home. Throw comes into second or third, and the runner from second is gunned down. But that's okay. We got the run in. Big hit from Abraham Gutierrez, who is just pitching or hitting great, and he'll be behind the plate. Can't speak right now. And we'll get back out to quick managing. And wow, Yajure allows the home run. And we are tied, and now back-to-back hits. This is a dangerous spot. 3 hits in a row. But it's early in the game. We can't really afford to do much here. And a base hit puts us in a tough spot. Really, really tough spot. We just kind of have to get out of it. Fielder's choice ends the inning. Or, yeah. Why do they call it a fielder's choice if we're out of the inning? Not sure. I figured you'd just call it like a ground out. I guess he didn't get out himself, but all right. But Satsugo gets on with a single. Cal Mitchell with the walk. Another walk as Oliva gets on for Hoy Park. And we'll jump in. Former Yankee Hoy Park up. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Really, really big spot. Base hit. Could give us the lead. Hanger. Park hits that deep to left. Left fielder camped underneath it. We're going to go ahead and test the arm. Throw comes into the cut. Runner wisely stays at second base after seeing what happened in the first inning. But we are tied. Top of the order coming up. Marcano has singled in this game. And has a chance for a big hit here. Runner in scoring position. Runner on first as well. And he's going to get drilled. Bases loaded. 1 out for Cole Tucker. He had a big spot early in this game. Could not come through. This spot even bigger. Fights that one off to left. Do we test the arm? Bluffed it. And that throw came up the line a bit. Maybe would have been close, but with Henry Davis coming up, you want the bat in your best prospect's hands. Nick Gonzalez get called up. Guess what? This is the guy. #1 overall pick. Oh, and Davis gets drilled. Can we charge the mound or something? Multiple batters hit this inning. That one, probably unintentional as he gets a run in, and we take the lead. And Joshua Baez up with the bases loaded. Struck out last time. He's got to come up big this time. Baez fans again. And that's kind of the big problem with this game. A lot of swing and miss. Facing it, Cole Tucker's brother Carson, and he walks bases loaded. We're going to go ahead and make a pitching change and throw in Dwayne Underwood Jr. and see if we can get the big out. Struck him out. Another hit batter. Espino has hit 3 in this game, and we have runners on first and second, 1 out for Cal Mitchell, who has doubled in this game. And that one's right down the middle. Crushed, but not crushed enough. We're going to test the arm. Got to be accurate, and it's not. So you test that in the minor league level, advance to third. And we need Jared Oliva. That one looked like it was destroyed off the bat, but it was somehow 81 miles per hour exit velo and a 96 mile per hour fastball. And Oliva gets a slider up in the zone and flies out to right for the end of the 5th. Oh, it's still the 5th. I guess we are the away team here. Pitching change. They're going to go to Enyel de los Santos. And he seems to be pitching pretty well. We're going to leave out Dwayne Underwood for another inning probably. And he's pitching quite well. Brennan, though, advances to second after he got on and stole second. But another strikeout. We're going to warm up Luis Oviedo, who's pitched very well this year. How many innings? 9 2/3, but he's been spectacular. Henry Davis, though, top of the 7th. We need some more runs. Davis, please. I'm having a tough time seeing the ball. I'll tell you that. These shadows are rough. Baez finally rips one. That one's deep to the right center field gap, and it gets on. 3 strikeout game, but guess what? When you have that type of power, you can come up clutch. Baez trying to stretch to 3. Here's the play at third, and he's safe. Triple for Joshua Baez. Got a hanger down the middle, didn't miss it. And now all Abraham Gutierrez has to do is just get it to the outfield. We're probably going to score. His hot hitting continues, though. 2 singles today. Can get a big RBI here to give us a little bit of insurance with a base knock or even just some good contact. 3-0 to Gutierrez right now. It's not going to hurt you. He's a singles machine, but doesn't want to allow that run. We gave him the green light, and that was not a fastball, clearly. Gutierrez back up the middle. Baez will score, and that's why we didn't want to draw that walk. Wanted to guarantee that run, no double play. Gutierrez does the job. Wayne Underwood has been very, very good, but 29 pitches deep. We're going to be a little bit hesitant to extend him, but he's just, I mean, very, very fun to pitch with. Everything is right where you want it to be. He has incredible control and swing and miss stuff. These guys can't seem to get on anything. 0-2 to Trenton Brooks, who's had a very, very good game so far. 3 for 3, but Underwood has been unhittable out of the pen. So this is a big spot for both players. Underwood, here's a 1-2. Curveball is hit fairly well to left field. Baez getting underneath it. And that is the final out of the 7th. Ooh, rip back up the middle. It's nice when you have a little bit of production at the bottom part of your order. It would be nice to get that in the actual Pirates franchise. Wow, what a pitch. Is that going to be a base knock? Yes, going to get over the head of the third baseman. Cautiously advancing to second, and we have runners on first and second. No outs for what feels like the 5th time in this game. We've had so many base runners, but really haven't been that successful in bringing them around to score. Park, deep to right center. This one has a chance to be a hit. Center fielder has great range. We'll track that down. We'll advance to third. Runners on the corners now with 1 down for the top of the order. Marcano to left. We got to test this arm with 2 outs. It's a big-time arm. On a line. Play at the plate. Got him. I think you have to test that arm with 2 outs. But we've seen him. He's got a pretty good arm. A couple times now he's made some good throws. But I think you have to try there. Just out. We're going to bring in Luis Oviedo. He's pitched very well. 1.86 ERA, but he has 7 strikeouts. Has not walked a batter. And is allowing a very, very low batting average. It's amazing his ERA is actually so high. And 1.86 is not high, as Yoshi Satsugo shows why he's not at the MLB level. That's a routine ground ball. Okay, that's going to be another base hit. Back-to-back base hits. They're trying to stretch this. Throw comes into third. Runner advances to second, and Owen Miller picks up a big hit. Oviedo's kind of left a couple pitches down the middle here. And that's going to be another base hit. This one's going to score 2 runs. And Oviedo is getting destroyed. Okay, 4-4. Strike 3. Oviedo needed that one. Oviedo has a runner on third. Doesn't want to allow more than 2 runs this inning, that's for sure. Ground ball to Cole Tucker. 3rd out of the inning. And now the 8th is over. But Guardians minor league team goes on top. I believe this is the Guardians minor league team, right? I can't remember. Tucker, please get down. Base knock to left. They're holding him at 1. Big single, though, at the top of the 9th. We need to score here. The fact that we've had probably, I don't know, double-digit base runners and only have 4 runs is unacceptable. Henry Davis is 0 for 2. That has to change as well. Big spot, and that is ripped back up the middle. Tucker going to hold at second, but once again, multiple runners on with no outs. It's been the story of the game so far, but Davis comes up big with a base hit, and Joshua Baez, who went for extras last time up, needs to do the same here. Gutierrez gets on top of that one, advances the runners over, but after the Baez strikeout, we need a base hit. It's former major leaguer Yoshitomo Satsugo. Runners on second and third. And we're stealing? What do you mean? Oh my goodness. I don't know how. I didn't try and steal, obviously. And we're jumping back in. It's the top of the 11th. Enyel De Los Santos is still in. Hoy Park is up 0 for 3, but has hit the ball hard a couple times. A little bit out in front of that one. But with no outs, obviously, top of the 11th here. Top of the order coming up. I like our chances to go ahead. We just haven't been able to do much. And De Los Santos is out now. We just can't hit. Oh, my goodness. Slider in the front door. Davis gets a piece. Flies out to... Pops out to shallow infield. Baez with a single, but we need more. Can't do it. Runners on first and second, bringing in Will Crow. It's not looking good. We need a strikeout. We need a pop up. A double play would work as well, but I'd like a strikeout first. And we're not going to get one. Base hit. They're actually going to send the runner. Here's the play at the plate. What are they doing? Out at home. That's a big first out. The runner on second did not advance to third. And now we could reasonably get out of this. Fly out to center. Oliva underneath. It's out number 2. Pop up to the infield. Tucker's there. And we'll see a 13th. That's going to be a base hit. Gets down the line. They brought in Logan Allen. It's not paying off. Big time double. We're going to hold 2 there. I think there could have been a play at 3, but at the start of the inning, no reason to try and extend that as Jared Oliva gets another double today. Wow, they're going to call that ball 4. I think that might have caught a little bit of the zone, but they say no. Marcano only hitting 168 with runners in scoring position this year. We're going to square to bunt and not get it down. That one beautifully hit down the line. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Maybe no play at first, but he tried to go to second, crossbody. I don't even know if it was an accurate throw if it would have got there on time. Bases loaded, nobody out. What a bunt by Tucapita Marcano. And Cole Tucker's up, bases loaded. Pitch to hit, that one's hit deep to left. Looking up is a left fielder, and it's off the wall. Big time hit for Cole Tucker will clear the bases, and we're going to take a 7-4 lead. Cole Tucker 3-run double. Satsugo and company are hyped. He got a pitch down the middle and didn't miss it. Cole Tucker wants that MLB call-up. Not this season. Juan Mota will come in now, but what a hit, what a moment for Cole Tucker as we could win it here in the top of the 13th. 3-1 to Henry Davis. 1 for 4 this game. And he just get a piece of that, and we're caught in a rundown, and we're going to be out. Is that one going to fall for a hit? Baez gets that one to sneak down. He's going to try and get second, and he's caught in a rundown now. We are in a tough spot. Trying to navigate this pickle. Yeah, we're going to be out. Oh, there was only one out? That's just not knowing the situation. That's all that is. And they just hit a 2-run home run off Will Crow. All right, we're jumping in. We're going to bring on Hunter Stratton. And we're going to try and close this out. Oh, that's just a bad spot for a 2-run home run. Especially when we could have scored way more runs. But I got stupid and I got lazy. I said, oh, you know what? 3-run lead, that's enough. With the lack of offense in this game. And now all of a sudden it's a 1-run game. That should be out number 2, though. Gutierrez trying to get to it and does. And now it's Owen Miller. He started off red hot for the Guardians in real life this year. At the major league level, no less, with Stephen Kwan. But he's the only hope now. Needs to extend this game. Home run, of course, would tie it. That one's hit to shallow right center. Cal Mitchell ranges over and makes the play. And this nightmare of a game is finally over. And maybe the season. We lose 0-4 the next game. And now we have a big moment. We're going to go ahead and enter the game. Mikalajic is trying to close you out. That's probably not how you say that. Baez gets a walk, though. There is life. Here's Gabriel Arias. Of course, we traded for him from this team. And now he has a chance to potentially beat his old team. Oh, Arias. Decent piece. Not as good as I thought, though. Out number 1. Here's Christian Hernandez, also another name we did not see in the first game. But a prospect I'm pretty excited about long term. So hopefully he can run into one. Can't. Change up down the middle. Could only check on it. Had great timing. I feel like it would have been crushed. I don't know why he checked. Oh, that one's actually crushed. Deep to right. Once again, not as far as I thought. This camera angle kills me. And that is the end of the AAA season. We did not make the playoffs. I don't think we would have even if we had won that game. So, it just kind of is what it is. Came up short. Actually, maybe would have. We needed to win that game. That's tough. And at the Major League level, we only have a few games left against St. Louis. Torres has a 17-game hitting streak. All right. We'll go in against Efren Contreras. Labor 0 for 2, top of the 7th. That's ball 1. A little bit early on that heater. Seems like anytime anyone elevates a heater against Glaber, just can't do much with it. Maybe the last at bat for Glaber. We're rallying a bit. It's 6-3 now in the top of the 8th. Runner on in front of Glaber. Can't swing at everything. But this might be his final at bat unless we can get a real rally in behind him. 0 for 3. And this is Trevor Rosenthal, who we moved to the Cardinals. Got Joshua Baez in return. So this is former Pirate against current Pirate, who we traded for. And Trevor Rosenthal was really, really good for us. Ooh, no. Oh, thank goodness he didn't take the bat. Oh, no, there's only one out. So would not even taken the bat out of Glaber's hands. But runner in scoring position now. 2-2. And Glaber gets a changeup to hit. Just a deep fly out. No tag, and that might be his final AB here. And it is. Can't make it an 18-game hit streak. Roansy Contreras gets the loss. Guess they used him in relief. Oh man, the Franimal. 3 for 4, 2 homers. Trying to hit a third. Why not? Now, we just traded for Franmil Reyes not too long ago. Haven't really seen him a ton in Pirates uniforms, but he's a really, really good player. A lot of power, and seems to be having a great year in simulation. And ball 4. Reyes walks, sinker off the plate. And Glaber's 2 for 3. I mean, we could extend the lead a bit here. Glaber hits that one on the ground. They're going to throw on to second. There's one out. Back on to first. Glaber's not out. Bottom of the ninth. 2 down. Something tells me Franmil Reyes might get a shot here in the outfield. And he will hit in front of him to end it. Game over. Pirates win the final game of the season. Although we can't take a ton out of this. Reyes, 2 homers. Glaber homered. A lot of 2-hit games today. Love that. And, yep, we missed the playoffs. 65 and 97. Regular season is over. And this is what the playoff bracket is looking like. So, you know, what can we say? Not a great season 1. I think that was expected. The team just not close to ready to go yet. We would finish 4th in the division. Actually, significantly better than the Reds. I think we kind of started to show a little bit at the end of the year, and we made some really big trades. I mean, you look at the Reds, 0-10 in their last 10. We were 7-3. I think that's pretty encouraging. Next episode will be the off-season, and I'm not afraid to spend some money. We'll do what we can to get the win. We'll go over the stats. We'll go over what happens in the playoffs, and we'll get ready for spring training. I'm excited. I really am. It's going to be cool to see some of the new prospects we have. Of course, you do see some Pirates already, like Christian Hernandez, who's actually developing pretty nicely. Nick Gonzalez we called up. Henry Davis, of course, is developing nicely as well. But we also have our draft picks that aren't even in here yet that eventually will make it in and potentially even start for us next year at some point. So I'm stoked. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. I'll see you in the off-season episode coming at you next. Take it easy.